Hello, welcome back to another Media Monday. I'm Shannon Slater alongside Alana Wyatt, and today we're going to talk about women's tennis. So first, let's start off by talking a little bit about the team. You guys are one of the smaller teams on campus, so how does that kind of help you get chemistry for matches, whether it be singles or doubles?
I think when it comes to chemistry on the team, having such a small team is good because we sort of understand each other on and off the court better. We try and do a lot of sort of team bonding exercises just so we not understand each other better, but how we play on the court together. So every practice we're all integrating who we practice with and who we're hitting with, and it's usually never the same. But Peter usually tries to put that into action. It's not really up to us who we play with, but sometimes it is. So playing with each individual person multiple times sort of helps us really figure out what our best who our best we have chemistry with.
Okay, 2 matches in a row these past couple days. Talk about how you prepared for each match, what goes on inside your head prior to the match, during the match.
A lot of it, I tend to do sort of what coach does and look at who we're playing, sort of take into our roster and who they have and where they're from, and then we look at their schedules and see how they've done with other teams in our conference being the conference that it is and how hard it is with women's tennis. Going into preparation, playing doubles first, we all kind of find that at a disadvantage because you get really tired after doubles, so going into a singles match isn't as beneficial as it should be. But for me, mentally, I prepare, I try not to think about it a whole lot. I try not to think about who I'm playing unless I know them, personally, because a lot of the people in this conference I know from high school, so it's people that I've played my whole life. But other than that, we all have a lot of stereotypical things that we do. We all listen to the same songs, and we all try and focus really on just playing rather than winning.
Is there one particular song that you listen to before every match?
I listen to The Champion by Carrie Underwood, which is a solid song, but Team is a little, they're kind of over the whole country thing, so, but it's fine. I don't really care.
All right, let's talk about the win against Bentley. It's the team's first time winning against them in over a decade. What would you say clicked for the team that day? What made it click personally for you?
Going in, we knew that they were down and they weren't doing as well as they usually have been, being one of the top teams in the conference. We thought that they were going to just come up and sweep us out, but we knew that we were a little bit stronger this year and a little bit more put together. So we went into doubles knowing that if we won the doubles point, that we would win the match. Just because they kind of dropped off after 3. So for me, after losing, me and Bridget were the ones that lost the doubles, but the other 2 teams picked it up. So going in for me into singles, I was down 5-2, and coming back from that set, I don't know what clicked. Really, I sort of just got mad. But other than that, as a team, we all were more supportive of that match than we had been. We knew that we were going to win that match, and we knew that they weren't going to be happy about it. So being as supportive and being as loud as we could for our girls, it was tight, but it was a match that we knew that we had.
What kind of is the difference for you playing singles versus playing doubles?
I personally am a singles player. I don't like doubles. I have never been a doubles player through high school. My whole life, I was never a doubles player, and coming to school, it was something that I had to adjust to, I think, just because I'm so used to only being the only person on the court, but having to have that communication of one, where you're going to put your serve, 2, where that person on the net is going to move, if they're going to cross or if they're not, but also just understanding that there's 2 people on the other side of the net too, so understanding, figuring out where to hit the ball and placement is a little bit more difficult. Having more room on the court is nice, but when you have 4 people instead of 2, it makes things a little bit more difficult.
Okay. And one final question we like to do on Media Monday is one fun fact that you have about yourself that other people might not know.
A fun fact is, I guess I was not born in this country, I guess. I was born in Armenia and adopted from there, so I wasn't born here. But I grew up in Mass, so I've always lived here.
All right. Thank you very much.